on yet, are we?
No.
Suspense.
Oh, we're live. We've got to wait for the first people to tune in. Well, no, we are actually live now. No one's tuning in yet, but they will gradually. But the whole video is going to be recorded. Anyway, we're very nervous. We've got a few beers, but we haven't drunk them yet. So there's no one joining us. And we're going to wait for some people to join. It's saying there's 3. Okay, so here we go. It's a new one for us. Welcome back to MCM Outdoor Show. Obviously, tonight we're going out live. So we're a little bit nervous. We need a few beers. And as you can see, we've come prepared. We've got the Walshmeister here.
We always need a few beers, don't we, anyway?
Yeah.
It's not MCM without it.
So
just a little couple.
We don't know how this is going to pan out. We don't know how long it's going to go on for. We've got a few beers. It'll go on for as long as it takes. We've got some nice food. We've got the camping stove with us. We're going to fire up a camping meal, some Polish sausage to fry up right here. I don't know of any other outdoor YouTube channels that have gone out live before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we can see all your comments there. And whilst he's going to do lots of interaction because he loves that. And so first shout out, we've got PrepComs UK, Martin Roberts. Hi, Martin. Hi, PrepComs. Neil T. Neil, how's it going? Tony Noble is with us and Desi Irons. Fans of Brewdog, judging by the glasses. Yeah. So welcome to the first live stream. What we're going to do is basically hope there's going to be some questions by you guys, and that is pretty much going to dictate it. We'll be drinking along the way. So whenever you want to start, direct them to me or Walshmeister or both of us, but crack on and think of some questions to ask us. Otherwise, it's going to be a long time with just me and Walshy talking here. So
we'll just be staring at the camera.
Tell the fans about the next beer, Walsh, where we got it from. I'm just going to land you in there.
This is from Lidl. So it's an orangey, plunged orange pale ale. Mm-hmm. So I think we've had this one before. Nice easy starter to the night, 6%, just to get us a bit lively.
Danny Riley. All right, Danny, how's it going? Tim D and John Hughes. Whilst you get into that beer, and I will just literally keep an eye on the questions there. And come on, give us some questions. We need some interaction. We need to interact with the fans. So give us some material. Any questions yet?
We just had a festive one there, didn't we? Festive beer was nice.
Yeah, just been on.
So had half each.
A little special. What's that shadow there? I don't know. That's the line of the laptop. But tell us what that bev was.
This bev.
Yeah.
I'll just pour it first.
Right. Okay. Well, we got our first question of Mr. Neil
I think it's
Taylor.
going to be a bit orangey.
First question was, so you need to keep an eye on this feed. I can't be doing that all night. Neil Taylor, both of you, Wainwright or Hazy? Go on, Walshy.
You're talking about like the beer or the walks?
No.
Or
Alfred Wainwright or Mr. Hayes? Oh. Who do we like best?
Who do you like best?
Yeah.
That's be Wainwright for me.
Why?
Well, you've got the books. It's got the classic walks. It's got a pub named after him as well in the lake. So that's what I'd go for, I think.
You go through Alfred Wainwright.
Yeah.
I'll have to be controversial and say Mr. Hayes, because that's what got me into buying a GoPro. I've stumbled across Hayes Outdoors YouTube channel and ended up buying a GoPro because, like I say, we've been walking, camping, wild camping since the age of about 13. I've rambled on about that inside tents in various recent videos, but we've never filmed it before, although we did on phones and stuff. But I stumbled across Hayes Outdoors straight away, as everyone knows. Absolute legendary bloke. Charisma, really funny, and good promoter of the great outdoors and keeping it real and stuff like that. And that's why I bought a GoPro. I'm rambling on already. I don't know, half too long. So Neil, I hope that answers your question. Hi to Riverbend Longbows Outdoors. I'm heading out to go hiking, but wanted to say hi. Enjoy your hike. What's the weather like over there in the States? Here we've got autumn too. We've got no winter, have we? It's crap. It's raining. And there's a storm coming in tonight, isn't there?
It's been a bit windy over the weekend.
It's called a storm, but it's not a storm. But yeah, enjoy your hike. Walshy, next question for you.
What's
from Martin Roberts.
And worst moments during the MCM Outdoor Show time?
I know me worst, like.
My worst has got to be trying to put up that hammock for the first time. That was horrific.
There's a lot of editing involved in there. What was the real time? Like 3 hours or
It
something?
was horrible. First time I've ever done it, it was raining. Chris and Matthew had theirs up like dead quick. They'd done it before. All my gear was getting wet. I was getting wet. I couldn't feel my fingers, and it was just pressure, stressful time.
That's your worst. What's your best?
My best. I'll probably say my best. My best camp one I'd say is when it was when it snowed that time when we were in Langdale.
Oh yeah.
Just for the snow factor, really freezing. We had to clear the tent of snow the first night. Then when we woke up in the morning, we had to clear it again. So it was just, I think
Adventure.
I never camped in like that much snow before. So
Yeah.
I'd say that was one of them as well.
Yeah, right. I'll go on that one. My worst moment during MCM Outdoor Show was probably Sharp Edge, when I was with my boss at the time. The video that hopefully you've all seen. It was chucking it down with rain, and I was on, well, it's called the usual gully. And I remember sort of being crouched over that, looking down, and genuinely, I thought I was going to die. I'm not being melodramatic. It was so slippy. It was like standing on ice. I thought it was going to fall off. And that was captured in the video. So, that's the worst moment for me, genuinely. And the best, I think maybe the Stickle Tarn Wild Camp when we got up there, me and the Welshmeister, last summer. Stars at Stickle Tarn, that video. Clear skies, could make out the Milky Way. And I had a lightweight backpack, so it wasn't like, jumping up with 17 kilos on my back. So, yeah, hopefully that's answered that one, Martin. And hi to Lisa as well. She's watching. Jodie Johnston, what do you both do for a living? Awkward one. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. And I'm not a spy for MI5. But for various reasons, I can't go into my living whilst on social media. What about you, Walshy? I know that's boring, but we're not double agents.
I think we'll keep work out of it and just just stick to the.
Sorry, Jodie.
Sorry,
if you can think of anything else, we'll answer that. Walshy, next one, PrepComs UK.
What got you into the IPA thing? Tried one today, the pineapple milkshake. I suppose they're just you see more and more in the shops, don't you? So you just get trying them, and it's become massive as well in the pub. So
yeah, craft cans have taken off.
Craft cans, yeah, massive
the
business.
Craft can revolution.
We could have got there, couldn't we? I think
we could have got there, yeah, and we've messed out. We could have been like Northern Monk.
Yeah, there's a brewery in local now as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
just on like a business type park.
Microbreweries.
Yeah, they've taken off. So we should maybe go an MCM one if we come into a bit of money. But
if you'd like to see an MCM beer, maybe we can collaborate with someone. But I don't think we're quite there yet. It'll be a long time. But
we like tasting it.
We like tasting it. Good at that.
We've had that pineapple milkshake one though.
Yes.
It's nice, but it's very sweet, and it's almost like, I don't know if they've got a creamy, but it's like sort of a little bit creamy as well.
It's a nice one. Yeah, hopefully that answers that one. Stealth Andy Stealth. Who was the first one to crack a tin, and what was the camp? Bloody hell, I can't remember that far back. I think I only started drinking there when I was about 16.
Can't remember what we used to have when
I was a good boy.
Betsy Coward.
Oh God, yeah. Oh, you can say that one. Surmise that one.
Can't remember what we were drinking then. Was it
cider?
Yeah.
Cider and vodka.
Yeah, cider. Yeah. Cider and vodka. What did we put in the vodka? Was it Lilt?
Vodka and Lilt. Yeah, we were playing Payne cricket. We'd done Crib Goch. We climbed Snowdon that day. Walshy, because he had a beard and he looks about 90, was the only one that could go and buy ale. I think we were like 15, 16 at the time.
So after our GCSEs or something like that, wasn't it?
Sparring, Betsy Coed had a 21 plus policy for the purchasing of alcohol. So he sent in the goat with the beard. Yeah, he did have a full beard when he was 16. And he successfully got us a bottle of vodka. We brought it back to Honda Farm campsite in Betsy Coed and necked an entire litre bottle of Smirnoff and started playing Payne cricket, which involved just throwing a cricket ball at the other person's testicles as hard as they possibly could. And then the ball was going under various people's tents and there's just hands coming under the fly sheet kind of thing. It was like, it was a bit messy, wasn't it? So, we crack a tin, crack a bottle of Smirnoff in Betsy Coed. we'd survived Crib Goch. That's a great tale, that. We've only been going for 9 minutes. Like I say, we won't be offended when people tail off and there's no viewers left on this. It'll go on for as long as it needs to. And don't forget, we're getting the camp stove out shortly as well. Northeast Wild Camper, what's the best mountain you've climbed? We'll go one each on that. Walshy?
What's it? Remember? Oh, mine would be Jack Drake. What's the mountain called?
PVR.
That's it. I just love the Langdale Valley. Once you're up there and you've got up to the top of PVR and you go around the top, there's just so much vantage points, just so much to see. The actual walk itself, Jack Drake. So I've got a bit of everything, up along a waterfall. Then you hit the lake at the top. You've got the view of Jack Drake right in front of you, just looking down, and you sort of, your stress levels are building as you can see, where you're going to be heading up it. So
yeah, I
think gets the nerves going, and once you get on it, you good adrenaline and get the views when you get to the top. So that'll be that for me, I think.
My favourite mountain, it won't be a surprise to many of you, is Red Screes. I bore myself for going on about it that much.
You must have done it like
I don't know,
15, 20 times.
I'm the official Sherpa for Red Screes, as Ant and Charlie can attest to. But I like that one because, number one, you drive halfway to the start of the walk, so it's taking a lot of the pain and suffering out of the equation. And secondly, you've got the Kirkstone Pass in for your start and end point, so that's a constant motivator. So I like that aspect of it. And then secondly, you get brilliant views. You got a 360-degree panorama of the whole rugged Lake District. So although it's relatively easy to get to and to get to the top of, when you get up there, the sense of just being in the middle of nowhere is great. So it's massive reward for very little effort. I think that's being lazy, isn't it? Basically, I think that's the definition of laziness.
It's always good when there's a pub at the bottom as well.
Right. Okay. Stand by. Here we go. Tim D, lads, do you filter water or just carry water with you on camps? Well, we don't filter water. I'm going to start doing that soon. I've been sent. Yeah, I've got a water carrier. I've been kindly sent a water carrier from Valley and Peak, and I'm waiting a water filter. Obviously, a litre of water weighs a kilo, doesn't it? So we normally take about 4 or 5 litres. So there's a weight penalty straight away. I've never been wild camping for longer than one night.
I think if you're going from mountain to mountain or valley to valley, I think you'd have to, wouldn't you? But if you're going for sort of a 3-nighter or something like that, it'd be a definite must. So we
carry him in for the time being, but I would like to get into filtering water and see if we survive it. But I'm sure we will. So hopefully, Tim, that answers your question. Okay, Danny Riley, question. When and where have you felt at your most vulnerable? I watched the Jack Drake video and that looks scary. Well, to me, like I said, on Sharp Edge on Blencathra, I genuinely, without dramatising it, no melodrama whatsoever, I genuinely thought I was going to die. 100%, no exaggeration on that. So for me, Sharp Edge in those wet conditions, it was horrific.
That'd be Crib Goch. We did that when we were about 16 minutes, 17.
Yeah.
So it's probably when you're pretty
you did one
fearless. My adrenaline got that much. I just basically got off and just got down it basically, which probably wasn't the wisest thing to do, but that's the most exposed, probably the most my adrenaline's being up, I'd say.
Yeah.
Ever on a mountain. We did it in good conditions as well, so people do it in sort of full winter,
maniacs. There's 2 Yorkshire lads doing it, and they're like, it's an old video, isn't it? And they're completely insane. I don't even know if they got crampons on. Some people scorn at that and say it's foolhardy, but let's not get into that. We're all adults and we know what we can and can't do at the end of the day. But Crib Goch, I don't know whether I'd do that now, to be fair. But Danny, hopefully that's answered your question there. Neil, Ant survived the night. Hi, Ant. Hi, Charlie. Hope you're watching as well. welcome to the live feed. This is very much it is a first for us. I don't know any other channels that do live Q&As, but it could just end up anything, couldn't it? Just take any direction. So out and about with Ali. Hiya, Ali. Love Machine. All right, lads. Cracking name there, and we're loving the profile picture. Well, you're the Love Machine as well, aren't you? The Positive Athlete. What's your favourite meal when out camping? Go on, Walsh Mice. You can.
It's got to be the full cheese board with a little bottle of red wine for me.
Yeah,
live it up.
What's your favourite cheese? Well, you say it. You're always going on about it.
Manchego.
Yeah, it's like Rick Stein.
Got some cheese over there for another bit.
Yeah, we've got some cheese and snacks. We're going to be eating shortly. We're on 15 minutes. This could go on for 2 hours. But is that really your favourite thing? Cheese board? People want serious answers here.
Well, it's a bit unusual, isn't it, to have when you're in a tent nearly dying and like 80 miles.
You're talking about the Pendle Hill Winter Wild Camp, Extreme Winter Wild Camp. My favourite meal.
Mate, you've made. I suppose you've made out like more, haven't you, when you've been hammocking, like little fat, like get over a fire and stuff, haven't you? But
yeah,
we had a spell of just doing them pouches, didn't we?
Yeah.
Look what we found.
Yeah, those I mean, I like the pouches, and I'm aware that is very boring to watch, boiling the bag. And I would like to be like Hayes Outdoors, where he takes a Tokes pot. He honestly made fish and chips the other day, and he made his own batter and deep fried fish and chips. So.
Anything's possible,
you know. We'd love to go to those lengths, but we're just not there yet, are we? To be fair. So, favourite meal for me is probably look what we found. The bolognese, because it's just dead easy, and then add a boil in the bag rice. There's no messing around, no faff. I don't like faff. I like to just be there and have everything I need. So I'm anti-faff. So hopefully, the Positive Athlete, that answers your question. Next one, Shirley C. First of all, hi Shirley. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient and waiting. And thanks for asking a question. How long have you known each other? I like your hat, Chris. It says 100% Christmas grump. That is obviously not true because I'm not a grumpy person. I'm very happy all the time. Walshmeister, I will let you go on that. I'm going to go and get us another beer in a minute from the Fridge of Glory. How long have we known each other? You have to talk to St. Greg. School days.
An extremely long time, yeah. Since we were 4 years old. So
describe it, Michael.
What's that, like 30, 33, coming up to 34 years. So, to stay friends for that long is really good, isn't it? So our school was St. Greg's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Great upbringing. Quite small, probably quite small like class. Yeah. Based on like today's times, but we're all pretty close, weren't we? Good year.
Yeah.
All went on to decent things and that. So
yeah. Well, she was like more the sportsman into your footy and stuff like that. I was the geek in the school band. Played the saxophone, the alto sax. Still can. Just sold that though. So, but yeah, a long time.
Yeah. And then into secondary school.
How many years is it? 30 odd.
That'd be 30, 34, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
33, 34 years.
So it is quite hard to do that because when you get older, life takes different twists and turns and stuff, and to maintain that requires some effort. So we deserve a toast to that, I think, to 30 odd years of friendship. So there you go. So Shirley,
34.
Yeah, 34. We're only young anyway. Whatever. Thanks, Shirley. Thanks for the question. Andy Outdoors, I'm here, guys. Sorry to join you late. Hiya, Andy. Adam Higgins, just one more hill. Hi, guys. All the best from Shap in Cumbria. Hi, Adam. Thanks for watching. I think everyone that sees this feed is a subscriber. So, again, we'll just take this opportunity to thank everyone who has stuck with the channel and who subscribed. We don't take it for granted. It's obviously not our job. It's not my job. I work full time, as does the Walshmeister and Matt, who's not here because he's busy working. We all lead busy lives. It's just a passion, side hobby. And if anyone gets enjoyment out of it, all the better. And we just like to inspire others. I'm not going to ramble off onto that. Right, James Bryden. Right, I'll say a special mention to James and his partner. I don't know her name, but top lad and top girl. I think they're from the Lake District. They run the Lake District Instagram feed. So anyone watching, have a look for James on the Lake District Instagram feed. Obviously, can't leave a link below because we're just talking to you. But he takes brilliant pictures of the Lake District. He's even put the helmet in brackets, so extra respect for that, for thinking on of that one. But yeah,
nice one, James.
Yeah, they take some brilliant pictures. Why can't my pictures be like that? Mine are all crap. They're not. You want to see theirs. Your pictures are really good. Give us a question. Oh no, there is a question a bit lower down, but just hi to you both. There's lots of conversations going on there. School night, right? Okay. I presume all you guys can see the conversation, which is good. Keep interacting. Keep talking to each other. Bit of interaction is great, right? Hang on. Awkward silence. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Where's James's question? Right. Best Lake District campsite and why? No brainer for me. I can't say just one, actually. You've put me in an awkward position there, James, but I'll give you my answer. My favourite, I haven't got one favourite, I've got two. Number one is Sykeside. You all know why. There's a pub on site, and it's just situated in that great valley next to Brothers Water. You're surrounded by peaks on all sides. You descend the Kirkstone Pass, and you're just in heaven. Little slice of Lake District heaven with a pub on site. The staff are brilliant. It's clean. It's very busy in summer. I don't like it in summer. It's like Glasgow. So Sykeside. And secondly is Syke Farm in, I think that's right, Buttermere. Picturesque to a T. It hasn't got a pub on site, but you've got the fish in and the bridge in Buttermere. Facilities are practically non-existent. Yeah, you've got a toilet block and some porcelain sinks. You've got a stream running through it, but you're surrounded by the Haystacks High Style Ridge, and you've got Robinson and all those on the other side. Fleetwith Pike. You come down the Honister Pass into Buttermere, and it's so picturesque, that one. When you're in there, it's mindfulness. You set your tent up, sit on a camp chair, look around, and mindfulness. What are yours? Number two.
My first one I go for is probably Wasdale. We've only been a couple of times, haven't we? But
I forgot that.
I think it's just like this, how steep the mountains are either side. So you just feel like you're sort of in this bottom of this cauldron. One time we went there, it was just like clear skies, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And because it's so in the middle of nowhere, it's just no light pollution, and you can just see everything. The effort that you've got to do, got to get there. To get there is a mission in itself, because you've got to go like, you have to go over Hard Knot Pass.
Yeah,
that's one route.
Yeah.
So when we went there like one time, didn't we? And it was like ice, like ice, wasn't it? On some of like coming down, it was just proper scary drive. But I'd say that's one of them, because it's got like a really old pub at the top of the
Wasdale head in.
The Wasdale head in there at the top. So I'd say that's me. It's just really remote, so it's the closest you can probably get to like wild camping, but still be like half an hour within walking distance to a pub.
Right. So James, I hope that answers your question, and thanks for asking. Andrew Wallerton, hi gents, love the channel, thank you. Thoughts on Isle of Skye? Have you ever spent any time in the Highlands? All the best. Very briefly, I have been to Skye on a couple of occasions. Once with a climbing group, when we did Five Sisters of Kintail. We visited Skye after that. And secondly, when I was in university, on a field trip, 2001, went up to Skye and did some mapping around there, geological mapping. So I've spent some time there. It's a beautiful place. I've always wanted to go and climb in the Coolin, but it's possibly beyond my abilities. But Scotland's a beautiful place. Even the drive up, like through Glencoe and stuff, like when you're coming into Glencoe, that is just magnificent. It's like cathedral-like mountains on all sides. So yeah, thoughts on the Isle of Skye are great. I'd love to live there. Nice whiskey as well. Some good distilleries. You any thoughts on that, Walsh Meist?
Another friend lives near Aberdeen, so we did. I've done like some of the more sort of east mountains, like on that side, the Cairngorm. So Loch na Gar, we did, which was like 4,000 plus. So it was really nice up there, like stunning. So
Yeah.
I would like to do more, just that little bit further afield. But we've never been that together, have we?
Yeah.
Up that way. So
maybe one day for the future we'll hire a camper van and we'll head up to Scotland if you'd like to see that. Anyone watching this feed as well, I don't know how it works, but we can see how many are watching and we can see the thumbs up. There's 3 thumbs up now. Share the love. Everyone hit thumbs up. And because I think a copy of this video will go into our video, so it just helps with YouTube getting the video seen. So share some love and keep those thumbs up. Great, it's gone up to 5. Keep sharing that love. There's loads of questions here. For every question, give us a thumbs up, and let's reciprocate. Let's have a bit of back and forth.
all the skills here, don't we?
Yeah. So come on, folks. We're on 10. That's better. There's 44 watching. There's only 10. If there's 44 watching, let's have 44 thumbs up. Come on, it takes 3 seconds. Let's get it up there. 12. It's getting better. Come on, everyone. Anyway, Mr. Brimacombe, Mark Brimmers, absolute legend. Keep them thumbs up. It's only 14 and there's 43 watching. Mr. Brimacombe, yeah, absolute legend. I think he's a very talented videographer. Honestly, you take great photos, but I like your video. I liked it when we did that. We tagged him in his some kind of video where you were on your bike. I can't remember. It was a while ago, and the cinematography of it was brilliant. Your shot placement, everything, all the thought that goes into it. I really like that, and I noticed the small details that he does and we're out and about in the Lake District. But his question was, it a statement? Oh, it's a statement. Right. All right, lads.
You need to get yourself a Rab Valiance though, Mark.
Yeah,
so it's
sort yourself out, Brimmers.
Waterproof and it's a down as well.
Yeah.
So that'd be my little tip there.
But Brimmers is in the Edinburgh Christmas markets right now, and they're pissing down. I'm pissing rain. My down jacket is soaked through, and I'm trying to enjoy a Bailey's hot chocolate. Well, I'm sure you're with your good wife, and mate, you just got to put a brave face on and enjoy the Christmas markets. Buy some ornaments for the Christmas tree.
Get into a nice pub with a fire.
And Bailey's hot chocolate. You need to get some whiskey in there, mate. Right, okay. Question from Andy Outdoors. What is the strongest winds you've had to deal with, i.e. putting up your tent, making camp, etc.? Easy one, but Walsh might I talk too much, so it's Walsh.
So that's got to be on the top of Pendle Hill. So we went up and it was planned like gale, storm force winds. We decided to still go. So we got up there, not too bad on the way up. As soon as we got near the plateau, you could barely stand up. So we basically had to anchor all the tent down to our bags, because we take that much food and drink and water with us. So we carabined them off, carabined the tent off to our bags, and then struggled our way setting it up.
Yeah.
Not an easy thing to do, but yeah, we learned the hard way, didn't we? In high winds once on a campsite where we didn't.
He wrecked my tent. £500 North Face tent. Tell them no one knows about this. Tell them what actually happened. So no one knows this.
I got the blame.
Breaking news.
I got the blame for it, but
you let go. Tell them the story. Listen to this. Keep the thumbs up coming.
Right, we put was it North Face, isn't it?
No, it was a North Face Mountain 25.
So we're taking it down. We've unpegged
£500.
Chris is unpegging it as well. So it wasn't just me. And then it was gusting, not windy all the time, but gusting up to like probably maybe 40-mile-an-hour gusts. So with all the pegs out, at the crucial stage, and we've both got hold of it. And he's like, make sure you keep hold of it. Next minute, a big massive gust of wind came. And like, imagine the size of a tent, it's like a massive kite. Just ripped out of our hands, went about 50 meters in the air and landed on the top of this like.
Impaled itself onto a slate roof, on the gable end of a slate bloody roof on the campsite, a £500 tent, bounced across the campsite. It was like the Chuckle brothers, Barry Chuckle here, running after the tent. Oh, what's that, Chris? Your £500 tent has just turned into a ripped paper bag. Yeah. And then he just laughed at it. It was a £500 tent and it just went in 3 seconds. My last words were, Walshy, hold that, it's really windy, and then it was gone.
The main thing is that you learn from these experiences. So yeah, if you're ever in that situation, just get your rucksack, carabine it onto one of the ends, just so it doesn't blow away.
Right, Brimmers is watching us back at the hotel. And have you got a question, you and Charlie? Anyone else who's got a question? Because we're going to struggle to just like talk to the camera for the next half an hour. Here we go. There's lots of conversations going on. I don't want to miss anyone. If everyone's taking the time to tune into this, we want to make sure that we don't miss anything. Neil Lloyd, TP Outdoors, it's Tim. Hiya, Tim. Thanks for tuning in. Big thumbs up to yourself, mate. Neil Lloyd, all right, lads. Love your videos. Cheers, Neil. Thank you very much for tuning in. Mark Murphy, evening, fellas. Have you any plans for more exploration of Snowdonia? We should do.
We should remember this, shouldn't we?
We need to go to Snowdonia. I just got pissed off. We'll keep it to mild swear words. Apologies if there's any little ones watching. I got really annoyed because every time we went on the A55, there was traffic jams. And I said literally every time. And it kind of just tailed off. But all our earlier climbs were in Snowdonia, Tryfan or Travan, the Gliders, the Carnedo. I can't pronounce it. What am I talking about? The Carneds. I'll just call it Carned Llewellyn, etc. But all our first climbs were into Snowdonia. So, in short, Neil, in short, Mark, yeah, we're going to go to Snowdonia more as the channel grows. We're happy to be to take on board feedback, and yeah, it's good to see varied content, isn't it? And be that in Snowdonia, cracking place. North Wales is like lovely. Rugged country.
Lovely, yeah,
my family have got a holiday home up off on Anglesey, so yes, we are. So thanks, Mark. Thanks for that one. Let me see. Here's another one, James. All right, we'll let you have one more because there's two here. Here's another one. Have you managed to get Hobgoblin Bar mat yet? No, mate, we haven't. So if anyone can hook us up with that, we'd appreciate it. We've been asking every year for about 10 years. You know, the big rollout car mats. Right, come on, content. I'm trying to keep this dynamic.
Thoughts on rambling groups?
Thoughts on rambling groups, yes or no? Why? Rambling groups. You know what? When I went to make my breakfast in the woods video a couple of weeks ago, there was a group of old boys. They must have been 60 plus into the late 70s. And I was getting all my gear on to go and cook some black pudding and sausages in the woods. And one of them was like, "Hey, you camping out? You seem to have a lot of gear." So we got chatting to them, and it transpired that they were all in the rambling group. They were all top blokes, and they were like, "Yeah, we go and do a walk every Friday, and we go and finish in a pub, and they have a good chat and raise some money. They have a whip round and a bucket for charity." So I've actually got their email address. I have, and they were like, "Well, you're 30." I do like, "How old are you?" "I'm 37," and there was none of them. I don't think under like 67. Like, you'd be the youngest member of the group, but I don't. What's that got to do with it? I mean. Great mix of ages, nothing wrong with that. So in short, without rambling on, rambling groups. You like that? Rambling groups, it brings people together.
Yeah.
It brings people with a shared love of the outdoors. Fitness,
health.
Yeah. Health, conversation. People might be lonely, sat at home on the road. Yeah. It creates friendship, sharing the love, community. You're getting fit, mental health.
More ideas as well, probably, you know, like.
Yeah,
people come up with different walks, different places to go. You know, you plan one.
Yeah, so, without going into detail, like the benefits of walking on mental health cannot be underestimated. And like I say, walking groups are absolutely spot on. So Neil, yeah, I want to join some, get networking and joining walking groups.
It's free.
I'm all for that. Rambling groups are top. Is this copper okay? No. I did click it's not for kids, so I think we're not going to get sued. Right, Ghost of Winter. How many Fjallraven items do you own? Well, I got gifted a pair of pants. I have got 1, 2, 3 hats and a anorak and the Steuben and the and another. I can't even think of it. 7 from me.
I haven't got any.
We need to get some.
I don't have as much money as Chris. No, I don't know. I do like what I can't remember what the name of the jacket is, but I was
Skogso. Yeah, Skogso padded. Well, she wants a Skogso padded jacket. If there's any, don't you?
Wanted like one of the waterproof type ones.
If there's any Fjallraven reps watching this, I mean, because
I'll try one. Yeah, I'll try
send
one.
it to Walshy. He'll try it out for you. He'll never take it out of his wardrobe. So yeah, 7 for me, none for Walshy. He's going to address that shortly. Danny Broadbent, hiya Danny. Evening fella, sorry I'm late, no problem. Love Machine, okay. Alfred Wainwright, legend or miserable sod? I think he was a bit of a party animal, to be honest. I think behind the scenes, like with Betty, he got up to all kinds.
I don't know enough of his history.
Yeah,
or anything to,
probably like swingers or something like that. Do you think? A member of the
Round
Kendall
of Fire.
Swinging Society. I don't know. I don't think he's a miserable sod. I think he liked being in his own company. I think he found peace in the mountains and solitude. And I think he was a legend because his guidebooks, and I have them all on the bookshelf over there. I can't spin the laptop around. As such, I think he was a legend. That's my take on him. I think maybe he could have been perceived to have been a miserable sod, but you know, I think I've explained why. I don't think he was. I think he's a swinger.
Yeah, it's not miserable like that.
Slanderous comments. So yeah, Broadbent, one more. So I'm losing my voice here. Come on, Broadbent's got one here.
Man flu all week.
Oh Jesus! Right, here we go. If you could, come on, Walsmeister. Come on, keep the thumbs up. There's only 3,300 to be
Danny
watching this
Broadbent,
now.
if you could wildcamp with anyone, past or present, who should it be with? That's tricky, that one. You got one already?
Bear Grylls,
Bear Grylls.
Barack Obama, Boris Johnson, Jeremy Corbyn. No, we're not talking about politics. That's banned. Come on, Walsmeister. If I could wildcamp with anyone, I would say... I know mine. You go yours first. Good one. I can't wait for my answer.
Mine would be
Schmoogenheim.
Alan Brazil off Talk Sport, because I listen to him every morning going to work, and he's absolutely hilarious. And he likes a few jars or two.
Likes a few snifters.
Yeah, he likes a few snifters. He knows how to spend his time, and he's a cracking fella, old Alan Brazil. So it'd be Alan Brazil.
Well, she asked for some more thumbs up. There's only 33.
Come on, we need some more thumbs up. It's Christmas time.
The thumbs
Festive
up and
spirit.
viewers don't correlate. There's a gap. Come on.
Festive spirit.
My wildcamp with anyone is Sir Ranulph Fiennes. I'd love to wildcamp with him. He's an absolute legend. He's climbed Everest in his late 70s. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know his exact age, but he's an absolute legend. He's done it all. He is, to me, like, he is the personification of you can do anything if you put your mind to it. He's a legend. I've read books, and he climbed up the tower. He went to Eton, so some might say, oh, he wasn't at one with, like, you know, he had private school. I'm nothing about private school and education, but sometimes people think they're a bit aloof. I think he's a legend. He climbed the tower in Eton, and I think Bear Grylls. I've got one of Bear Grylls' books. He's climbed this tower in Eton because he went there as well, and he said when Bear Grylls went up the tower, he saw RF inscribed into the stonework, and it's some hideous climb. You know, if you fall off, you're going to die. And Mr. Grylls saw Ranulph Fiennes' initials inscribed into the same. I think he got sacked from the SAS, didn't he? Like, stolen some explosives and blew up this bridge for a bit of a laugh with his mates. He's everything. He's just a bit of a laugh, top guy, proper gentleman, really sort of modest as well. He's a top bloke. He's a legend to me, Ranulph Fiennes. So I'd like to go wild camping with Sir Ranulph.
That's a good answer. Better than my Alan Brazil, anyway.
Oh, Rob Fairfield. Would you ever consider doing a meetup camp? Right, Rob. I'll address this one. It's a bit of a touchy subject because some people ask for that, and whilst I'm not overtly averse to it, it's just something we can't do all the time. Without sounding all boring, there's like there are things about keeping safe and internet safety and things like that, and you don't know people because, in short, even though we have this community on YouTube and the Facebook group, we don't know people. So there's got to be a bit of common sense applied there. I think it takes time to build up relationships with people online, and I think with some common sense, things can reach a point where wild camps, etc., with other people can happen. But it's not like just like, you know, meeting people face to face. Ultimately, it's the internet, and there is that you are essentially strangers. So is that something we're totally opposed to, but it's not something that we'd be doing all the time. But it's a good idea, excuse me. But
take a bit of organisation, wouldn't it, and stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's a bit last minute, isn't it, when we go and things. I need to just get back out there as well myself first.
Okay, MCM, is it just wild camping you do, or do you do bushcraft, prepping, etc.? That's from Andy Outdoors. We do, well, when it's loosely bushcraft, borderline bushcraft.
I've never really done much of it.
I haven't got an axe, to be fair. I want a Grants Force Brook small forest axe. We don't do enough bushcraft, and I'm not an expert. That's something I'd like to learn more about.
Yeah, be a decent skill to learn, wouldn't it? But take some.
Right.
Take some.
So Mountain Dell, let's get through these. Mountain Dell, get yourself up to Sky, lads, as well within your skill set in the summer, possibly. But all right, Dell, maybe one day, mate. And shout out Mountain Dell. Okay, let's go down. Laura Taylor, hiya, Laura. Have you guys been to Dartmoor camping? I think you guys are fantastic. Well, we would agree. We think we're fantastic as well. I've not been to Dartmoor, but what's his name? Wiltshire Man, YouTube. Loads of these people are going to follow him. He went somewhere, the Wistman's Woods in Dartmoor and the Grimpenmire. Very atmospheric. It was like a Dickensian horror tale. I'd love to go to Dartmoor camping. Very atmospheric. I've not been, Laura, but I would like to go. So great question. Carl Hayes, thumbs up. Back to you, Carl. South Downs Wanderer, any plans to come down south? Walshy, over to you. We have St. Ives. We've been down south a lot, but not camping. But yeah, Dartmoor et al. Reckon Beacons.
I don't know really. I'm not overly thought of that yet. I've been to St. Ives a couple of times. One thing I'd like to do is more. I think like coastal walk, coastal paths would be good. So I've done a little bit of that round sort of Anglesey and in Wales. Around like Abersoch and that the Llyn Peninsula there, so I think it'd be nice. Yeah, be some nice, really nice sort of like cliffside walks there and nice campsites. So yeah, be something to think about.
Good question. Mundane adventures. Favorite coats? Well, for me, that is. Well, I'm a fan of mountain equipment jackets. I've got numerous ones of them. Gore-Tex Pro Shell. They're really hard wearing. They've served me well over the years. I've got an original Berghaus Mira Peak from when I joined uni, going back to like 2000. That's still in good nick. They don't make them like they used to, my view, in Berghaus. And obviously my favourite at the moment is that Anorak number 8 by Fjallraven or Fjallraven. I can never decide how to pronounce it. I love that. It's absolutely timeless. So that's my favourite. What's your favourite?
I think I've only had like 2 jackets, so I probably struggle with this one. Well, I won't struggle with it because it's only like 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I've had a Berghaus and then a Montan.
Yeah,
the Montan outer I've got. I think it's the Atomic range. It's awful.
Rosy cheeks.
You just
tell
sweat.
everyone about that. I agree.
You just sweat in it, so it's like it's just not breathable. You may as well like go up in a bin bag or like loads of carrier bags. What's the Montan like? My warmer one that I've got.
It's a Prism jacket.
Prism, that's it. I mean, I'd say the Montan Prism is the best one I've had on the mountains. So it's a Prima loft, so it's all right if it gets wet, but it does when you're active. It's ideal, ideal warm when you're active. So I'd say that's my best one. I've got a Rab Valens, but it only comes out.
Scared to use it.
It only comes out at certain times, but to be honest, up on the mountains, that's not going to be that ideal because it's basically going to be too warm. So when you're active, unless you're being in, which we don't do, but
no. Right, special shout out to Christine Jackson. Now I know Christine quite well. She works for me, in fact. And without going any more into that, hiya Christine. Hope you and Dave are watching. And special shout out to you. Give it a thumbs up, Laura. I want to see a thumbs up. We're on 38. And I want to see that pop up to 39. Click thumbs up now. Otherwise, there'll be consequences in work tomorrow. I'll leave that one with you. But thanks for watching. Shirley C, are you doing another collaborator vid? If so, can you say who with? Yes, Shirley, we are doing a number of other collaborator vids. There's going to be 5 in total. The next one, yeah, 39. I'll let you off tomorrow now. Sorry. There are going to be another videos. One's in planning. I can't say who it's with, excuse me, because that'll spoil it. But I've been in contact with a number of other YouTubers. I'd love to do them with like loads of you guys, but it's just not practicable. So yes, we are. I can't say who with, but there is a mix across the country. I'll leave it at that, and obviously stay tuned to all our videos to catch that. Right, Tony Noble. Tony's a legend. Tony, I'm really jealous of your camper van. Genuinely want your camper van, and can you lend it to us for like a weekend or something like that, please? But right, we've got your question back. Oh yeah, and I hope you enjoyed Northern Monk. Hi guys, if money was no object, where would you wild camp and why? Oh, shiza. That's a good one, Tony. I will say this: if money was no object, I would go to the. I'll go to Everest Base Camp, and no, wouldn't. Sorry about that. Cancel. I would go to Zermatt on the Swiss Alps with Italy border. Is it? Yeah, I think it is, because the Matterhorn, like Zermatt, is like a picture postcard village in the Swiss Alps. It's like chocolate box Swiss village. It's just like beauty. And it's like green lush meadows in the summer, and then in winter it's just covered in snow. There's no cars there. Cars are banned. There's only electric vehicles. There's a rack and pinion railway that you get from when you go to, I think, Geneva. I'm talking nonsense now, but I want to go to Zermatt. I want to camp on a grassy knoll overlooking the Matterhorn, and look at the Hornbeam Ridge, which is a legendary route up the Matterhorn, because it looks unattainable. When you look at the Matterhorn, it looks like you can't get to the summit, and that is a top mountain. And it's if you look at your what are them bloody chocolates called? Toblerone. That is the Matterhorn. So next time you're eating some Toblerone, look on that. That's where I'd like to camp. I'd like to drink beer and just take it in. And I'd love that. I get an easy jet flight to Geneva, and then get the little train into Zermatt, and that'll make a great video. So if money were no object, that would be my wild camp.
I've always wanted to go to South America, so I would say camp on the Inca Trail somewhere. It's just that I've always, whenever I've seen it, it just looks amazing. So Inca Trail, and come back with some Inca gold and some treasure.
Inca gold, lad.
To go hunting.
Right, Paul Barnett. Hiya, Paul. Shout out. You guys are great. I think you should have your own MCM beer. Well, Paul, we're modest here at MCM Outdoor Show, but we totally agree. It would be the best beer, to be honest. If Carlsberg did beer, it would be an MCM beer. So we agree, Paul. Thanks for watching, and I know you've been a subscriber for a number of years. We really appreciate that. Stealth, Andy Stealth. Andy, question: have you ever come across any tents or gear when you've been out? Keep the ale coming. Well, mate, it's flowing. There's whiskey and red wine and everything. And I'm getting my camping stove out shortly. So everyone stick to it. Don't watch anything else on telly. Just keep watching our live stream. It's the best thing on TV tonight.
Beth in the Jungle.
Yeah, gee, don't watch that nonsense. Leave your other half to it. Go on, Walshy. Have I ever come across any tents or gear? No, I've not. I've not, thankfully, because even just get onto the theme of littering, that would annoy me.
Oh, just like left out.
Yeah, just left out. No, I've never come across anything. And if it did, if there was no one with it and it was evidence it had been abandoned, we'd take it back and dispose of it lawfully and legally, and looking after the environment. And likewise, any gear, we would put it on the Facebook group and try and reunite it with its owner. So hopefully that answers that one. TP Outdoors, do you prefer wild camping high up with views or bushcraft camps in woodland? Very simply, I like both. Bit of a combination of both. I love the views and I like the woodlands. I love everything outdoors. So a bit of both. That's my answer.
I'd say.
Shiz, I just bought that on the flaming thing. Get the ham open.
I'd say wild camping high up myself for the views. If it's low level, most low level ones we've done has been in woods. So with the hammocks, it's It's definitely unique, you know. Like everyone should try a hammock camp once in their life. Preferably, it's probably a bit nicer when it's not like winter time, but and like -1.
The woods in winter are lovely. Snow-covered woods are absolutely amazing.
You don't get any insects, so that's good. Because if you did it in the summer,
tsetse flies. We suffer from tsetse flies a lot in the northwest of England. There's been an influx recently from South Africa.
The view, it's got to be the views and the stars, I'd say.
Yeah. So, Love Machine, did you get to try any Hazy's beers? Stand by, and I'm going to give you a dynamic answer on that one. What's you better fill on there?
What shall I do? Go on to like the next thing.
No, did I try any of Hazy's beers? Yes, I did. Here's the man himself, bigging up other YouTube channel. I've kept them.
How many's he got?
Namely because they were about £5,000 each. John Peelers, the peeling's still intact. Why am I promoting other YouTubers? He's a legend. He deserves it, doesn't he? Simple as that. John Peeler.
That's good, that isn't it? I
did try them both. Let's campaign to Northern Monk to get me and Walshy on one of these. Maybe one day. But yeah, I tried them. They were absolute nectar. So hopefully that answers that. Yeah, I tried both of them.
Where'd you get that? I've never even seen them.
You have to go on the Northern Monk website. Yeah. And it was like, bloody expensive. So, but it's worth it. It's a one-off.
It'll recharge.
Hopefully you've seen his latest video where he's on Ben Nevis. Keep them thumbs up coming. We're still on 44. If we can hit 100 thumbs up on this video, I will donate. If we get to 100 thumbs up, I will post this hat anywhere in the world to one subscriber. I've said it like I'm committed to it now. If we hit 100 thumbs up, right, we're going to do a random draw, and I will give this 100% Christmas Grump hat to a random subscriber. They're going up now. I'm committed. It's going to happen. Let's hit 100. If it doesn't hit 100, I'm not doing it. You get 100 and it's getting given. Right. Question from the legend. Survive the night. While she read it out nice and loud.
Okay, guys. What you prefer? Retro military kit, such as your LK35, Lavu Transjet wood burners, or your more tech kit, such as your Hillyberg, your gas stoves, ultralight gear?
Question that.
Only Chris can really answer this because he's the only one with enough gear. So over to Chris on this one, and I might need a little toilet stop here.
Oh no, you're abandoning me. Right, and good question.
It'll keep you going for a while on this one.
Yeah. Right, you've left me. Okay, I like both. I think there's a time and a place for both. When you want to get to the summit of the highest mountain, the ultralight gear comes into its own. When you want some vintage nostalgia, looking back to the days when you were a kid going camping with your old man, etc. I think the military surplus gear comes into its own, especially when you just want to lash it around the place and you don't want to. It's not something that you spent hundreds of pounds on. Not that I'm putting a value on it, because you might have spent £5 on a bit of kit and it's important to you, but I love it all. I love it all. You can probably hear the chain there while she's wrecked this. It's gone uncouth. But no, I love it all, mate. I love all my equipment, absolutely everything. So I can't choose between that, to be fair. So there you go. That's my answer on that, mate. Sorry. Citizen Tom.
What I would say about that is, I'd say is that obviously the lightweight kit.
We're on the ham. We're eating live on camera. It's a bit unnerving, isn't it? I'm going to just do it.
The lightweight kit, you might have said it. It's, the problem is it's really expensive, isn't it? So I need to really get my pack size down, not for wild camps, but you're looking at £300 for a sleeping bag and stuff like that. That packs down, so little. So it's good, but it's very expensive, because anything that saves a little bit of space, or 1 ounce is increases the cost, definitely.
Okay, Jodie Johnson. Any advice on a quality 4-season tent that is more spacious than the Solo but doesn't weigh a ton? Currently have the Hubba Hubba NX, but not suited to high winds or snow. I would say get the Alak. Look at Hayes Outdoors. He's gone and purchased one. I mean, it is. I mean, that the answer is written to a Hilleberg Alac. Go and get yourself one of them. That's my answer, Jody. It's bigger than the Solo. It's spacious. It's 4-season. It's got steep sides, so you're not going to get any snow accumulation on top of that. It's just going to shed and fall to the side. So go and get yourself one of them. A Hilleberg Alac. Would you say that?
I don't really know.
There you go. There's Walsh's answer. I don't really know. Right, we're on 50 thumbs up, and we need to hit 100 if this hat's getting given away. So there you go. Right, David Walker. Hey lads, best budget tent out there at the minute. So do you think for 200, 300? So you think for 200, 300 in opinions? Doing coast to coast this summer. Keep it up, mate. Right, David, you're doing the coast to coast, so you're
I'd
a
like to
legend.
do that. Yeah.
You're an absolute legend. We'd like to do that. So for that.
Does it take about like a week? How long does it take?
Yeah.
About a week?
Mate, if you're saying for 200 to 300 pounds, well,
You want it light,
you want
don't
it ultra light. If you're doing the coast to coast, every gram counts, because you start getting blisters and little injuries in your knees and stuff. You're going to fail potentially. So your weight is your biggest priority there. What are those flaming ones on eBay at the moment? I'll come back to you with that. The Lanshan 1 and the Lanshan 2, you can pick them up on eBay for like 100 quid. Get yourself a Lanshan 1. I think Hazy did his in one of them, and he got it for like 80 odd quid. So pocket the difference for your other items that you're going to need, and get yourself a Lanshan 1, and you're going to erect it with your trekking pole. That's it, a single pole. Single pole erection. So
filthy.
Yeah. So get yourself a Lanshan 1. That's my advice, Mr. Walker, and save yourself flaming potentially £200. Right. Yeah. Andy Outdoors. Ranulph Fiennes was ex-military. Swingers. Right. Okay. Kate Beckinsale. Neil Taylor wants to go camping with Kate Beckinsale.
I didn't think outside the box there.
Yeah, we didn't know. We give a standard answer. Right, Neil McLaughlin.
Brazil, a big whiskey nose.
Lads, what's your thoughts on the outdoor access situation in England? Would you prefer to have access rights like Scotland? Or does the risk of being kicked out of a woodland add to the experience? No, it doesn't. Trust me, I've been kicked out of a woodland by an 80-year-old woman. That is true. I can't go into the specifics for legal reasons, but I've been ejected from woodland by an old age pensioner. So no, I do think open access land. I believe in the right to roam, and I think we should have access to public land. Obviously, it's a controversial topic, and people have mixed ideas on that. But I certainly think if it's open and wild and it doesn't belong to anyone, as long as people the problem is people aren't responsible and they wreck it. The minority wreck it for the majority. So, yeah, I don't know, mate. We'll have to see how that pans out. But it's a good question. I would prefer open access land.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
But you're always going to get the people that kind of like take the pee and wreck it for everyone else. So, I don't know. Can't legislate on that one.
Yeah, I suppose it depends how close you're like towards any, like farmland and stuff like that, isn't it? Or
right.
It wouldn't be that, would it?
No.
Would it include that, or is that just like out of bounds?
Don't know. It's just like public land. Right, Paul Barnett. Any plans for MCM branded shirts?
You got one on, yeah.
I will be guided by the people that subscribe to the channel. It's not a money making exercise for me. We just derive satisfaction from other people watching our videos and thinking, you know what, I'm going to have a go at that. And like I said on the Pendle Hill Wild Camp tips video, greatest satisfaction from me is getting feedback from people who say, we've seen your videos and we now go out even better when it's a family and there's little ones getting out there as well. That is just like winning the lottery. So in terms of shirts, I'll just model it for you now, Mr. Barnett. I'll breathe in. So here's an MCM Outdoor Show t-shirt. If people would like to see those, and we can make the logo a little bit better, high definition maybe here, or on the back, personalised. If people want to see them, we'll think about it. If there's enough interest, we'll do it. So you'll have to let us know in the comments below. But it's something we'd be happy to do. Any more questions? Jamie B. All right, Jamie. What's the best four-season tent for beginners for wild camping? There's loads of four-season tents out there, from budget brands like OEX up to your luxury like Hilleberg. Look at some of the OEX ones, to be honest, something low. Or the Vango Heliums, the one man.
Is mine a 4-season? Banshee. I know that's 3-season.
3. I think 3-season. But I would look at the Vango Helium. Really, Helium Superlight 100 or the Helium 100. Small, coffin-like, but because of its low profile, it's cheap, light, and it'll stand up to some wind. So check out that one. Hopefully that answers that, Jamie. Chris Needham, hi guys. Mr. Needham, yeah, long time subscriber to the channel, very much appreciated. Right, Christopher Barrel, considering a Vango Nevis 200s, oh my God, we've lost the flaming thing. Where was it? Stand by. Fill the awkward silence, right? Considering a Vango Nevis 200 is my first tent to start off next year. I don't know that particular one, but if it's made by Vango, I'll look on it. Come to our Facebook group, join the Facebook group, send me a message, or send a message via the Facebook page, and I'll do some research on it. But you probably won't go wrong with that brand. Done by the Rab Alpine Kinetic Jack's not fully waterproof. Okay, Charlie Kneecap, agree. Mira Peak top jacket, blue and yellow, correct. Ever gonna dump the junk? No, mate. If you saw that, it put you off. Right, okay. Emma Forshaw, yes, another one of my staff. So be careful what you're asking, Emma. But hello, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you've hit the thumbs up, Emma, and I hope Clem's watching as well. Can you recommend a good pair of walking boots for Clem? Well, yes, I can. There's various makes out there. If Clem wants to get into it, and if that was you putting the thumbs up, that's great. If Clem really wants to get it, it depends on what he wants to spend. I would recommend a decent brand like Meindl, M-E-I-N-D-L. I've got some Meindl Borneo Pro MFS, and they've lasted me almost 10 years. I kid you not. I think with something like boots, don't scrimp on them. Buy an expensive pair, invest in them. Your feet are the most important things. You can't walk comfortably, you can't walk. You got any thoughts on that for Emma Forshaw?
I just try different makes on as well, because obviously, like, depending on the width of your foot, things like that. I'd definitely try like a lot of different brands on, see what fits best. I was thinking like my Berghaus ones lasted really well. I got about 10 years out of them, and they were only like a synthetic type rather than leather, which tends to be a little bit cheaper. I've got a pair of Lower now, but they're like material synthetic as well. So the problem with them is you might not get as much last out of them as a pair of leather boots.
Try that.
Yeah. Try a few on, get the size right, and get using them.
You might wonder what we're doing now. We're getting the camping stove fired up, and we're gonna fry up some kielbasa, some Polish sausage. So keep watching, keep them thumbs up coming. Let's get this live stream the best live stream has ever been. We don't want to we've got a fire steel. We're bringing it all to you here. We've got a frying pan as kindly donated by Mountain Mike many years ago. Very much appreciated. Nothing's changed. We're going to fry up some kielbasa. Whilst she's going to carry on reading the questions as I prepare the sausage.
So, from Paul David Murray, love your videos. Martin Roberts, question from Lisa Walshy. Do you still mow your lawn in December? I don't, but I've got some trees out the front, and obviously a lot of leaves in there. A lot of leaves come down this time of year, so I did do a little rake the other week just to prepare it, get it ready, nice for next year. Pick the leaves up, put a bit in over the borders, just to have a bit of mulch action. Survived the night. Yeah, top bloke is Tony. Neil T. Bhutan, be a long while, Camp. I'm not coming back. Bhutan. That's
Right, question.
yeah,
From where? Keep the questions coming because we're cooking up the sausage now live. This is a first for outdoor YouTube channels. Live streaming of sausage cooking, frying up some kielbasa. We've never had it before. I'm going to go and find a large, sharp knife. Keep the question. It's 2. Keep the questions coming. Walshy needs questions.
Camper Wheeler, Alp Kit, Hunker Bivy. Is it any good? Any condensation inside a bivy bag? Have you one of them, have you?
No.
I don't know.
I've read there's not much condensation.
Neither of us had that one, so I think we can add. But Chris thinks there's not much condensation.
Smell this. This absolute smoked sausage.
Mark Brim photo: chorizo versus serrano.
Oh God, it's controversial. That Brim is, lad.
If you're cooking with it, chorizo. If you're just slapping it in your mouth, serrano. What would you say?
Chorizo.
Even like non-cookable.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh.
Is that raw? Is it?
No, it's pretty much cooked, but
you're gonna fry it anyway.
Keep interacting with fans.
Laura Taylor, thumbs up. Survived the night. Don't blame you. And yeah, the retro military kit has probably been fun. And the kids do like it. Chris Needham, where do flies go in winter? Hopefully they all die off.
Tenty flies.
Yeah.
Right, we've sliced the kielbasa. We're now going to light the stove. Stand by, watch mice. It's like 2. Keep the questions coming, everyone.
Ooh.
Oh, that's it. We need more questions. We need more questions. Give us some content.
Chris Needham, pork pie or steak and kidney pod?
Watch out whilst I'm lighting the stove.
For me, it'd definitely be the steak and kidney pudding. More juicy, bit of gravy to it.
Oh,
definitely.
Oh, we're on. Keep the.
Laura Taylor? What's the best winter sleeping bag? Well, I've got one that's absolutely huge. That goes up to about -20. You couldn't take that anywhere like wild camping. It's only for a car, for transportation. That bad boy.
Yeah.
Mine.
Anything by Rab.
Yeah, mine's like a Bangor one. It does pack down small, but it is only supposed to be 3 season. Goes to about freezing. So you got to pay big money for a packable one that takes the cold.
Kielbasa. Oh, it's getting there. Oh, it's sizzling. We're on the sizzle, Walsh. I'm not even joking. Can you hear that, folks? Some fried kielbasa.
I have to move out the way over there because there's fat fly everywhere.
Maybe all right. Keep the content coming, Walsh Meist.
JJ Gold Gaming.
Who's that?
That's it's my little nephew James.
Right, shout out James. Give him a shout out.
He said, "Tell us your best joke." I haven't done it. Oh. Best joke is don't try and fry salami right in front of the computer because it'll spit on your face.
Keep the questions going, Walsh Meist. This will be done in a minute, everyone. We're just trying to make it really good and dynamic for you.
Moss Chops 1972. I subscribed due to your scrambling videos. Will you do any more?
Oh God, Walshy, it's up to you. I'm cooking.
I think I'd like to get into more. Definitely like to do more scrambling videos. Yeah, I think we've said this, haven't we? On them, as you get a bit older, you get a little bit more risk averse. But I think we can do it. Like,
yeah,
I think there'll be one. I think we'll get one in there in the next year. Maybe we'll go to Sharp Edge and let Chris get over the experience and the trauma.
Yeah. Well, we've got a spammer, we've got a juvenile. I'm good, thanks. Quote, your mother is a dog. Let's get you banned, you absolute raving lunatic. So that person's gone. So there you go. Anything else, folks?
Smells nice, that. Smells like a nice bit of spam.
Hide user. Hide user. We've hidden that user and we've reported the user.
I think there's a couple more up there, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's now hidden. So,
How do you do it? Bad play.
whilst he's on the technical things, you never know what's going to happen.
What's your favourite ale and red wine?
Whoa. That's going to do. Some Keel Basset cooked up nicely there.
I quite like red wine. I'd probably say I'd go for a nice Rioja most of the time. Ale, tricky one there. Quite like what's the thingy one? Blonde.
Blonde Witch.
Yeah, I like the Blonde Witch.
Just share that. There you go, folks. There's some freshly camp stoved on the kitchen breakfast bar, Keel Basset, Polish sausage while streaming live. Has that been done before? No. Therefore, give us some more thumbs up. Any more abusive imbeciles will just be instantly blocked and reported to YouTube. So you carry on with those things.
Red or a blue? I missed that. I'm a blue.
Oh.
Big Dunk. Big Dunk's got us going again.
Big Dunk, lad.
Big Dunk.
Yeah, well, she's a blue. I'm a red. Armchair. Hashtag armchair.
I'm probably more armchair as well at the minute, but oh well. What's your favourite ale and red wine?
Yeah, where are we up to? My favourite ale is Pendle Witch's Brew, especially when it's on draft from the Pendle Inn. Red wine is Barolo. That's mine.
Going for the expensive stuff there.
Where are we up to?
Looks nice, that sausage.
Joe England, I'll take a piece of sausage. We've been going for an hour and 11 minutes. We're doing well here, to be fair. Someone's getting some sausage in the eye. Shirley, JJ Gold Gaming, right? Will that sausage be spitting tonight? Many times.
You chose the wrong thing to cook here.
Yeah.
Because there could be a few.
Mark
few
Brim,
jokes.
If you don't consider yourself Scousers, what do you consider yourself as? Well, there's a kind of thing, like if you're from the inner city of Liverpool and a certain postcode, you're classed as a Scouser. We are what is affectionately known as Plazzy Scousers, or not? No, we're from the very, very distant outskirts of Liverpool. So you could loosely term us Scousers.
Still
you
Scousers.
Make your own mind up. So there you go. Chris Slater, will you be doing any videos in the Scottish Highlands? This we need to keep it dynamic. We've been going for a while. We need to try and keep everyone happy. Scottish Highlands, potentially, if we can get up there.
Oh, do you need like 2 days? Maybe we'd have to extend it. Well, you could.
I'm
you
trying
could
to
do
try this sausage. I'm getting a knife.
You could do it. We could do one nighter, but it's just a bit more travel, isn't it?
Yeah, sausage preparation. As you can see down here, Keel Basset. I've never had it before, and you know what? It's that plastic wrap not meant to be on there.
Looks like extra special spam.
Oh, you know what? It's dead nice. That
nice.
I'm not even joking.
It looks more like ham, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's like a ham sausage.
I like that. Honest to beer ferrata or go ape. Beer ferrata all day. I'd be a nervous wreck on it, but yeah.
From what I've seen, I've not done it either, but the beer ferrata definitely over go ape.
Does TRR? There's always trolls. Correct. Sad individuals who don't have a life. Joe England looked really good. Paul Murray, if you cook the same sauce twice, would you suffer from deja juice? I like that.
That's a good show.
It's a good one.
I'll remember that next time my little nephew or niece
Right. We're going to give this another, at max, 20 minutes. We'll give it 20 more minutes. Still haven't hit 100 thumbs up, and we're hoping to do so. But a comment from Neil McLachlan. Lads, top tips for someone thinking about starting a YouTube channel. 2 tips from each of you would be delightful. What's my step? I'll cut some of this up and you can just help yourself.
You probably know Chris does most of the work, so he'll be the expert around this one. But
try that, peel the skin off.
I think
top tips.
I think the top tips would be have fun.
Yeah.
Because that's what people want. And if you're doing it, you've got to have fun. And then So the next one would be start out with, just take it easy with the gear and just gradually build up whatever you're doing it in.
That's your tips. Right, my tips would be number
Let's try
one,
this then.
don't expect any miracles. It takes a long time to build up any subscriber base. It's going to take a lot of hard work and effort. It's going to take loads of effort, to be honest. And just keep uploading regularly. Don't be put off by loads of negative comments and thumbs down, because that's what we get all the time. You get negative comments and thumbs down. People always try and drag you down no matter what you do. So ignore the haters, ignore the trolls, because even a thumbs down is exposure in terms of YouTube's algorithms. But just upload regularly. We should upload more regularly, but it's very tough with working full time. So they are my tips. Yeah, just hard work, regular uploads, and ignore the trolls. Shirley, she likes our accents. Right, lots of questions about wild camping in Scotland. No, we haven't, just purely because it's a massive drive. I've got 2 little children, and Walshy works full time as well, so it's very difficult for us to find the time to get all the way up the M6 North, although we would love to. Favourite time of year to be outdoors from Taylor again. Taylor can have unlimited questions because he's a legend, but my favourite time to be outdoors is autumn. You got all the colours, especially when you can smell like wood smoke from like distant fires and stuff when you're in the Lake District. I've left the wrap on that bloody thing. So it's autumn for me. Autumn going into winter.
I'll probably say the same for myself, yeah. It's nice to get all your gear on, isn't it? In the winter, like you pay money for it. In the summer, you get flies, you're sweating loads, you got to carry more water. So a bit more challenging in the winter. Nice to have, when you get out there and the mountains are snow capped. It's, for me, it's that little bit more picturesque.
Right. Luke Cook, what's the best stove you own, and what would be your go-to cooking system? Well, so you can go first on that while I'm just doing the rest of these.
I've got my Jetboil, haven't I? Which that's just basically for like boiling water type stuff. What's the one I got? I haven't used it a few times, haven't I? What's that one? Pocket Rocket, yeah. Pocket Rocket's nice and small, lightweight. The only issue is though, it's it's not great if there's any wind or anything like that. So you've got to have some sort of system that's going to block the wind out from it. So it's a little bit temperamental like that. But
my best stove is the MSR Reactor. It's a very old version. They have a wind burner now, but in terms of a water boiler, it's epic, and it will boil water just as quick as your household kettle, if not quicker. So I think it's the MSR Reactor for me, or the MSR Wind Burner if you're looking at a stove nowadays. Chris Needham went to Liverpool and he was called a Woollybar. Well, don't worry about it. Chris, you're a Scouser. I'm from Kirby, living in Bearscow. Not too far away. Not too far away. Any more questions? How would you stop the red wine morning after? How would you stop red wine morning after headaches? You can't stop, mate. They just get worse.
And try and take a bit of medication when you go to sleep, but drink some water.
Who would win in a fight, Walshy or Joey von Tinderbundle? That's Joey D from Hayes Outdoors. Oh, live food spit out. I know my answer to that. That they're both peacemakers, and here at MCM we have a strict no violence policy.
That's a good answer. That.
So I think they might start off aggressive, square up to each other, and then instead of throwing a punch, put their arms around each other, hug it out, and then talk about life. So there you go. Who else? Dave Hughes is online, right? I'm going to give a special shout out to my dad. it's weird, isn't it, when you're doing a live stream for an hour and 20 minutes and your own dad tunes in. Well, yeah, my dad. Show him some love in the comments, everyone. David Hughes in the comments. That's my dad. He started me out camping. He bought that tent. I want to see some love shown to David Hughes. You know, he's obviously involved in the creation of me. But he started me off camping. Matt's dad, my Uncle Pete, legend as well. Shout out Uncle Pete. And Matt, if you're watching this. They got me and Matt into the whole camping thing. So big up my dad on that comment feed because he's a legend. So there you go. So yeah, I think he's living it up in Wales at the moment, hiding out from the storm. To be fair, so yeah, there you go. Keep the comments coming to David Hughes above, especially Ant. He's where it's all come from. I need to stop talking about my dad there, mate. I'm getting carried away.
It's nice.
I'm getting carried away by my dad there, but there you go.
Can't beat a bit of love. So.
Yeah, Neil McLaughlin, diplomatic answer, the answer I wanted to hear. Joe England. Joe, we want to hear more from yourself. Joe, the king of barbecue. I would describe him as the king of barbecue. Would you?
Some of the barbecues. All the way from America, isn't he?
Yeah, Texas. Joe England there, absolute legend, the master of barbecue. And he knows everything. So there you go. Big up Joe England. I fell in the garage and busted my ankle, so I have plenty of time to reflect on some MCM bids. Well, mate, you know, that's a good use of your time.
You could do worse things, definitely.
Yeah. So there you go. Lots of comments for Dave Hughes there. Big up Davey Hughes. There you go. Right, Walshy, you do the next. There's sausage everywhere. It is an actual sausage fest.
Move up to now.
Don't know.
Dave said, hi, Walshy.
Two kind fellas. Hi, Walshy.
You're right. Orbit 80 wide. How do you rate the pendulum? I absolutely love it. I do loads of 14-mile walks, and they all somehow end up there. Well, we don't tend to walk that far all the time, but we've been Pendleton a few times, and yeah, great. Nice food, nice beer, and it's at the start going up there, like nice up to Pendle there. So it's a lovely pub.
Yeah.
You've been a lot, haven't you?
Yeah, I love the Pendle. I'd live there if I could.
Halloween
time. Halloween time in the Pendle.
I don't think have I been in
yeah.
Halloween? I don't know if I've been in Halloween. Oh, it might have been. But as you go through the village as well, you get like all the witches.
Matt Carr. Favourite Lake District walk. First of all, Matt, thank you for your comments. Favourite. We're going to wrap this up in 15 minutes. We've been going an hour and 22. We're still on 57 thumbs up. So anyone who hasn't given this live feed a thumbs up, please do. If we get to 100, the hat is being donated. We'll sign it. I'll give it to Matt. I'll sign it. Whilst you'll sign it. We will post this anywhere in the world if we get to 100 thumbs up. In the next video, we'll do a random comment generator on all the comments on this feed, and I will post this hat anywhere in the globe. We've got to get to 100 thumbs up, though, so it's in your hands, guys. So there you go. Matt Carr, favourite Lake District walk in your worst? My worst one was Mungrasdale Common. Too many favourites to name one. I like the walk up to Angleton by Mickleden. If you head to the Old Dungeon Gill Hotel and you follow that path in there, you're in an amphitheatre. You're walking along Mickleden. Especially at winter, you're surrounded by high peaks on all sides, covered in snow, and it is like walking in an amphitheatre. Check out that Angleton video, by the way, if you haven't. But I love that one, Matt, to be honest, because you just feel like that big. You're just like that, just surrounded in awe of the mountains. Harris and Stickle, and then Bow Fell on your left-hand side as you're heading to Angleton. That's my favourite one. Worst, well, I haven't got there's no bad walks for me in the Lake District, to be honest. It's just when the only thing I don't like about it is traffic jams coming into avoid it in the summer. I tend to avoid it in the summer, so there you go. So that's Matt's question answered. Love Machine, gotta go, lads. Nice one for the stream. You're very welcome. We may do another one of these in a couple of months' time. Tim D, is a classic question for the Walshmeister. a conundrum. Walshy, what's your favourite bit of kit?
God. I don't know,
Look what you've done to him, Tim. You've caused.
Just baffled
You've no
me.
idea what you've just done.
Oh, stress me out.
Look what
every
you've
time.
done.
I've just got too much kit. I don't know.
Let's bring you in closer for this one to just see the panic.
I think to be honest, you need a good night's kit, don't you? So it'd have to be probably. I've only just got like a basic thermarest, but when you've camped on the floor of a tent, your thermarest just adds like so much to your night.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
Thermarest, yeah.
Okay, Tim. There you go. Another one from Laura. What's the most funniest thing that's happened to you guys on a camp out? I would say the tent destruction in Braithwaite, which we've talked about. My a £500 North Face Mountain 25 4-season tent blowing into a slate corner of the camping shop in full view of everyone else on the campsite, whilst Barry chuckled, ran after it. That's my funniest thing.
Wasn't funny that.
Yeah, smash that like button. Come on, we're only on 58, and I need to give this hat away. So if we don't give it away on this video, we'll give it away in another one. David Stefanovic, there is someone staring through your door windows. It must be one of the ghosts of the Pendle Witches, as we've been cursed for camping on Pendle Hill and scorning them. That's that one. What is the highest altitude for a cat? Are we going to answer that one? For a cat?
I think it'd be quite high then.
No, it's a joke, isn't it? What's the highest altitude for a cat? I don't know, Chris. What's the answer? Would I try a smoky camp on a wild camp? Yeah, a smoky tent. I would. Unfortunately, I wasn't gifted one to talk about on my YouTube channel, so I won't be able to do that. So there you go. Right. TP Outdoors, right? Bit of a serious one here. I loved your video of you touching on men's mental health, which I think a lot of people suffer from in silence. And from personal experience, the great outdoors is the best medicine. Yeah, that is a serious one. And without going into too much detail, yeah, men's mental health, I've got to raise awareness of that, because us blokes, and it is a bit of a blokey thing, we're all tough, we can't talk about it, otherwise you're looked upon as weak, and we're quite reluctant to say how we feel, because that's just how we operate, which isn't good. So in terms of men's mental health, I'm very much an advocate of the great outdoors for the benefits it brings to men's mental health, and I don't shy away from talking about that topic. So yes, MCM Outdoor Show is fully conversant with the benefits of mental health, definitely, by being in the great outdoors. Mountains for the Mind is a great charity, and we support their ethos. We fully agree with that, and the outdoors is the best medicine, and it's free. So thanks for that. We fully agree. David Hughes, Dad, remember getting stuck in the chimney in Wales with Billy? Yes, I've talked about that one.
That was horrible.
Climbed. It was a proper climb. It was a tester before we went up to Scotland and did the Five Sisters, and it was genuinely to test our bottle. We went to Cwm Idwal in North Wales, and it was called Chasm Face, and it was a proper ropes job. Climbed up that. It was full of ice. It was horrific, and there was a chimney in the
freezing,
rock,
wasn't it?
where you've got your rock face, sheer drops and death, and you walked into the mountain horizontally in a small crack, shuffled on your back, used your feet to push yourself along, and then you went from horizontal to vertical in this chink of rock, and then bridged all the way up to the top. And I was literally just like hands on the top. I had to be pulled out. It was pitch black, chucking it down with rain, and it was terrifying. But it was character building, wasn't it?
Definitely. When you look back at that, you know, just think you achieved it. You know, we were like 16 maybe at that time, maybe even a bit younger, 15. So
yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah. Right. We're getting close to wrapping this up now, guys. Like I say, another 10, 15 minutes, and we've been talking for an hour and a half non-stop. It's quite an achievement in itself. Thumbs up are at 59. Come on, folks. We are a bit shy. Paul David Murray, do you remember your first night in a tent? And if so, did you suffer from nightmares from being out of your comfort zone? No, I don't remember my first night in a tent. It was probably when I was a kid. It was one of the ones my dad and my uncle had bought. Didn't suffer from any nightmares. In fact, I found it a nice, cozy, comforting experience being wrapped up in a tent and a sleeping bag and listening to the sounds of nature. So it was a very positive experience for me. Walsmeist.
It's probably when I used to go visit family in Newcastle, so with my cousins, and we'd set up a tent in the garden there. So I'll be like from the age of about maybe 11, 12, and sleep out in the tent in the garden. So for me, it was more sort of like, you know, excitement and something different. So yeah, I've just got good memories, really, good times.
Glover's on, MG Libby. Glover, we're going to get to in a minute. Right. Moss Chops 1972. What should I spend most money on, down jacket or outer shell? That is a tough one because they both perform different functions. You get yourself, what I would say is this, go to Decathlon, check out Paul Mesner in his latest, he's made a video about shopping for outdoor gear. Get yourself a mid-range, higher end of budget down jacket from Decathlon and get yourself a medium range outer shell. Down jackets are important if you're going out in winter. Outer shells are going to keep you dry. They both perform different functions. So you can't choose one or the other. If you're going out at this time of year, you need both, because if you get a really good outer shell, that's not going to keep you warm. It's going to keep you dry, but you're going to be freezing. So you need both. And if you haven't got the budget for both, get a cheaper down jacket. Head to Decathlon and get yourself a mid-range outer shell, and then you can get both.
Your other option is to go for more like for not down and go for like more of the loft option.
Yeah, or synthetic down.
Synthetic.
You've got to keep your down dry. Synthetic down, especially by Rab.
If you're being active, like go for a thinner one. So if if you're using it for warmth, but you're heading up a peak, you want it to be one of the thinner ones, like the is it the what's the Rab one, the Micro Alpine or something like that? What's it?
Yeah, something like that. So you need both, right? MG Livey, Michael Glover. You should be busy right now. He's another one of my staff talking to me, but there you go. Would you agree that Walshy looks like a goat?
Looking a bit white round the old girls now, like, but
I'm just going to air the wine. I would say that he does look like a goat. He officially gets that nickname from us due to his multicoloured beard. There's various pigments of the rainbow and the spectrum in his beard, whereas I'm generally still on the darker shades. But I do agree that Walshy looks like a goat.
You started putting like boot polish, don't you?
Yeah, they're just for men. Just for men. So there you go. And does Walshy like to eat lots of grass whilst up in the mountains? Let's get another one from Glover out of the way. What wax does Chris use to make his bonce, aka head, so shiny? Well, it's a combination of beeswax and man-made additives. And I just get a chamois leather and just kind of do that for hours on end. So there's your answer, Glover, and now get back to work. Chris Edwards, what's the best nectar? Always a good one before we get onto the wine, and then we're going to be wrapping it up. What's the best nectar you have had the pleasure of tasting in the mountains? I'm going for a toilet break while she's in charge.
The best nectar. I don't know what it'd be, Just trying to think what it'd be. Taking that many beers up there with me, I can't actually really remember. The classic, it'd probably be Wainwright. And a nice bit of chill on it. Goes down lovely. Nice bottle of Wainwrights. What's the other ones here? Got any wild camp recommendations for Offers Dyke and North Wales? I'm not sure. That might have to be Chris for that one. I bet your likes and views will be right up there by tomorrow night. I'll watch it later. Orbit 80Y. Do you love or hate the sound of the sheep at Brothers Water? I find it extremely calming, brings the blood pressure down. I quite like it, yeah. You're out there with the nature, aren't you? So hearing the birds, hearing the sheep, hearing the cows, it's all part of it, isn't it? So for me, I like it. The only issue can be if it's really early in the morning, but I suppose you never get the full night's sleep, do you? So really, you've got to take the rough with the smooth with that one and embrace it. What's your best nectar you've had the pleasure of tasting in the mountains? I don't really know. That's all.
Where's you going on there? The best nectar I've had is.
We've had that many beers up there, haven't we? So.
Some of my favourite ones are from the Seven Brothers Brewery on the last couple of wild camps I've had. The cereal series, there was Cocoa Pops, Kellogg's Rice Krispies and Cornflakes. The Cocoa Pops one is up there amongst the best. If you look at our October camp video from a couple of weeks ago, look at the booze section here, Rossi. It's unbelievable. The Seven Brothers Cocoa Pop one, really good. Right, okay. We're getting close, everyone. We're getting close to terminating this one. If there's anyone out there who wants to make the most of this opportunity to ask us a question, as long as it's sane, please do so. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
I agree with Bianco, 1978 there. Prima Loft is better than Dan if it gets wet.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah. So it depends what the synthetic versions are getting much better, like closer to down. So
Loft.
Yeah, you've got to. I think if you're being active, you can't like just get a outer on dead quick. You've got to. I think the Loft's better.
Yeah.
For around the campsite, or if you've got options on you, then obviously the down does the business.
Yeah. Paul Murray, thumbs up. With Walshy, Greybeards rock. Yeah, mate, the women love it. A bit of grey, don't they, to be fair. The Silver Fox. That's what you are, isn't it? Any more questions, anyone, before we wrap this one up? Lafroig. It's my old man talking about whiskey. Stand by.
Okay, it was a shot of whiskey, all right.
We're going to bring this one into the shot. Oh, it's our festive video. We're probably not going to have this. We've got. I buy one bottle of whiskey per year. A lovely single malt Jura for any of the Scots out there. We'll attest to the quality of this one.
It's nice
Jura
nice
Journey, West Coast Scotland. It's a remote island. It's the island of Jura off the northwest coast of Scotland. And what it says, and you know what, Walshy? It's all about the MCM ethos. Quote, listen to this. It's the journey, not the destination, that shapes us. What do you think about that comment? What do you guys think about that comment? It's the journey and not the destination that shapes us. I fully agree. We've had a journey over the last 34 years, and our journey has led us to this point where we're sat drinking wine.
You don't know where you'll end up anyway, do you?
Yeah.
So,
but it's very good.
Enjoy yourself along the way.
This one has been matured in American white oak ex-bourbon barrels for a sweet finish. A refined balance of rich fruit and gentle smoky notes, amber golden colour with aromas of vanilla spice, citrus, and a hint of sea spray. Oh, God, that's like poetic, isn't it? Followed by cinnamon, pears, pecans, and toffee fudge in the aftertaste. That is proper single malt. You never know.
Sounds like you just want to drink the whole lot now.
Yeah. We're not gonna have this now, but on the next wild camp, if you get Walshy to get his banjo out the his banshee, his Vango banjo, his Vango banshee out the wrapper. Yeah, we'll be able to test that one. So
how long will you be supping into the night? No, we're just keeping it easy, aren't we?
Yeah.
A few little cans.
I'll save some for my old man. Dad, you can save me a dram, yeah. Right, that's it. We're losing viewers. We're on 45 with 60 thumbs up. If we get 40 more, I'm going to give away this hat. I want to give it away, but there you go.
Yeah, it's getting it, you know.
Listen, Walshy, how long will you be supping in the night? I don't know. Not much longer, mate, to be fair. Another comment from Glover. Something about Glover's band. Glover, your band, there's going to be consequences for you tomorrow. Merry Christmas, happy props. Yeah. I think we'll take the time to say that. I've got a bit of a Christmas bloopers video over the year of MCM, which I'm going to get out. I've kept a folder on my laptop, which we're obviously filming on now, of some of the bloopers. Hopefully you're going to find that quite funny. We do most of our stuff in one take, not because we're great, because that's just how we roll here at MCM. But it doesn't always go to plan. And on my last camp, I had a bit of a tarp collapse where it just landed on the stove and stuff. But I didn't actually put that in the video, but I just carried on filming. So we take this opportunity to thank again everyone who subscribes to MCM Outdoor Show. There's just over 2,110 subscribers, and it's taken 4 years of hard work and trying to fit in filming and stuff. Like I say, the only reason we do it is to try and inspire others to get into the great outdoors, and it's really great. So keep your comments on all the videos. But here at MCM Outdoor Show, we want to wish you all a happy Christmas and a happy and prosperous new year, and we wish you well for 2020. I hope you have a great time with your families or whatever you're getting up to. It's just time for a bit of time out, isn't it? And to look back on the year. We've had some great camps, haven't we? It's very difficult for us to get time off together at the moment for one reason or another with work. But we are trying our best, and whenever we can do so, we'll obviously get out on a bit of a joint adventure. So we're going to probably be wrapping this one up now in about 5 minutes, because we've been talking for 1 hour and 40 minutes. We're on 62 thumbs up. If we can hit that magical 100, I'll be made up. Well, we'll be made up, won't we? Because so there you go.
TP Outdoors there, Peak District trips.
Peak District trips.
I've done a couple of walks there, like Mantor, and but I've never camped up there. Have you? I mean, it's probably you have, haven't you?
The Peak District is lovely.
I think it's
Shout out.
Good options. Yeah.
Shout out Backpacks and Bruisers, Sam and Sue. We started that YouTube channel. If you want to know anything about the Peak District, check out Backpacks and Bruisers. And also, it's going to come to me. Stand by on that one. Patrick Dickinson. There you go. Paddy Dickinson, absolute legends, but they're always up in the Peak District. It's a beautiful area. It's very hard to get to, driving across Manchester and through Stockport. It's a bit of a killer, but the peaks are lovely, atmospheric. The sounds of grouse calling. I love the Peak District. We need to do more in the Peak District.
I've only been a couple of times, but I've enjoyed it when I've been.
We need education, don't we?
It's quite sort of like remote. It's not that busy, is it? Quite
Dean
remote,
Reed, Dean Reed. Dean's a legend as well, yeah. I was jealous of Dean because years ago he went to New York. And you talk about YouTube. What are the other great? I had a bit of a rough ride over the past 6 or 7 years, and I won't be going into that on public facing social media. But what helped me in that time was a YouTuber called Casey Neistat. A lot of you might think you've got nothing in common, but I would urge you to go type in Casey Neistat, Neistat. He's the king of vlogs. He is really inspirational, motivational, and I went through a very difficult period in my life, and he was an absolute legend. And he used to release a daily vlog. His vlogging style, his filmmaking skills are absolutely unbelievable, and he's really motivational. And he helped me through a difficult period. And his ethos and his like infectious enthusiasm for life got me through a tough time. You'll get some editing tips off him, so go over and check out Casey Neistat. But I saw that Dean Reed, actually seen him outside his apartment in Broadway. He doesn't live in New York anymore, but yeah, Casey Neistat is a legend. But Dean Reed, onto the Peak District. Dean knows his stuff. He's like always, but makes brilliant videos. He makes his own soundtracks as well, so big up Dean Reed. Okay, me and you, Jora, 1 bottle a year. Thanks, lads, all fun. Dean Reed, Chris Slater, Peak District or Lake District, we can't choose. Both brilliant areas, both national parks, both beautiful. We picked them all. We can't pick one over the other. Sorry, Chris. Laura Taylor, thanks guys for a fantastic night online. Keep up the good work. Merry Christmas to you both, and I can't wait to see your videos in 2020. Lots of love to you both. Very kind words, Laura. It's very much appreciated. And Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Paul Murray, many thanks for your videos. My favourite was Pendle Hill Extreme Winter Wild Camp. Yeah, it was a good one, Paul. It was legendary, especially when Walsh was reading Physiotherapy Monthly magazine as the tent collapsed around us and we were on the verge of death and having to bail. So yeah, we're on 64 thumbs up. Come on, everyone. Let's have a little click on that thumbs up button. Let's get it to 100. Chris Edwards, will Walsh be putting up a tarp anytime soon? Classic MCM moment for me. It's it was that. It was an historic moment.
I'm sweating thinking about that, Chris.
You're going to be putting up a tarp.
I get night terrors.
Night terrors. Tell us about tarps. What's your problem with them? What you need to sort of break through it. The counselling or something.
It was horrible. I practiced these knots all week. I had them down to a T, and just got there and just flapped it big time.
He'd been practicing knots on his dining room chair set. That is not a joke. That's
chair to chair.
He'd been
practicing with string. Proper bolt tight.
Yeah.
I had all kinds of these knots going on, and just came to it and just lost it big time.
Yeah. Oh, we're 41. We're getting a spike in demand. Come on, guys. Any new viewers? Keep them thumbs up going. Let's get to 100. So yeah, whilst he does struggle with the concept of a tarp, it's a rectangular, in most cases, piece of material which is hung over a string, and it causes issues. So what the hell are you talking about? It
was the knots.
It wasn't the knots. Like Martin Roberts, we're off to Keswick tomorrow. Great live chat, guys. Enjoyed it. Martin, thanks if you watched all the way to the end. We appreciate it. Have a great time with Lisa.
Enjoy Keswick.
Go and buy some.
Nice time.
Yeah, enjoy Keswick. Go to the old Kazicky and Chippy. I think the markets will be on there. So buy some wares in the market and contribute to the local economy.
Nice bratwurst for you.
Right. Okie dokie. Ant survived the night. It's bailing. Jesus Christ, it's 9:15. Thanks both for this. It's been great. Thanks for the chat too, Night all. And David Stefanovic. Walshy is the James Bond of wild camping. Orbit 80, this wrapping up is taking a while. I think that's our cue, isn't it? Sadly, we haven't reached 100 likes. We're only on 64. So I've got to stick to the bargain. And that is it. We've been going for an hour and 46 minutes. If anyone has watched this from the start to the end, an hour and 46 minutes, big up you. And ultimate respect. So I'll wrap it up. We've been going on for ages, haven't we? Yeah, it's getting out of control.
Thanks, fans.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks for spending the time to tune in.
Yeah. So
we've got more adventures next year. It'll be a good year next year.
Okie dokie. Right. I'm going to give you the standard MCM Outdoor Show wrap up. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. It will appear in our feed of videos. So if you haven't managed to watch it live, no problem. We will do some more live streams. And you haven't missed out on anything because there'll be more to come. And there'll be more opportunities to ask us questions. So do give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber to MCM Outdoor Show, there's a massive back catalogue in there. Have a look back through the videos. Hopefully there's something in there which appeals to everyone. If you are on Facebook, have a look over on Facebook and search for MCM Outdoor Show. You will find an official MCM Outdoor Show page. Hit like, hit follow. There'll be various updates on there, and we will keep you abreast of all developments. And secondly, on Facebook, if you look for the MCM Outdoor Show group, it's a closed group. Ask to join that. Like-minded group of brilliant people. Look at these comments in the live chat. We've all got one thing in common, and we all love the great outdoors and everything to do with there and all the benefits it has to offer. It's a great community. It's a great group of people. There's a massive wealth of knowledge. There's no sort of like, there's no snobbish attitude whatsoever in MCM Outdoor Show. We're a group of down-to-earth, working-class lads trying our best. We work full-time and we just enjoy the outdoors. So don't feel hesitant. No question is a stupid question. You won't be scorned upon. I've seen Facebook groups in the past where you're pounced upon for asking a simple question. Not at all in an MCM Outdoor Show. Any question is valued. If you don't know the answer to it, it doesn't mean you're stupid. You will be respected, anything you ask. So go to the MCM Outdoor Show group. If you've got any questions, ask in there because it's a great group of guys and girls. If you have Twitter, look for MCM Outdoor Show on there. It's at MCM Outdoor Show. And Instagram, the photo sharing app. If you go to Instagram and look for MCM Outdoor Show, there's various pictures which are going to be uploaded on there. So follow me on Instagram, spread the word, talk about MCM Outdoor Show. We want to get it to be more of a, like, it's an ethos, it's a way of thinking. It's about just enjoying the outdoors, enjoying the benefits it brings, the sense of community it brings. Like we talked about rambling groups, it unites groups of people, doesn't it? And all the health benefits it has to offer. It's free. You don't need to spend the earth.
No.
Just get out there. That is what we are.
Society needs more of it today, doesn't it, as well? So
yeah, we are being a polarized, distant society. That's our ethos. Hopefully that comes across in the stuff, folks. So there you go. Subscribe, spread the word, tell your mates, ask us questions. If you want to see t-shirts, reply to this video when it's live, when it's uploaded to the channel, saying I'd like a t-shirt. If we get enough responses, I'll buy a load in various sizes and we'll get them shipped out to you. Thanks very much for watching. Go and enjoy the great outdoors. Our hashtag, as you will know, is Write Your Own Adventure. You should all know that by now. And that is it. We've done an hour and 50 minutes. Tell everyone about the live stream. Has anyone ever done a live stream for an outdoors YouTube channel where they cook sausages on a camping stove on the kitchen worktop? I don't think they have.
We're nervous at the start, I mean, it seems like it's been a good live
everyone,
stream.
Look after yourselves and go for a walk now. That's taking the mick, isn't it, really, to be honest? But we'll see you on the next adventure. Look after yourselves.
Enjoy life.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Enjoy life. Peace. Oh.